The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Guys, please confirm audio video. So thank you for the confirmation. Let's get started with the quick recap. In the previous session, we have seen collection is a very important aspect because we cannot create so many variables when you have multiple values. If it is single value, it's okay. Two values, okay, two variables. But for 10,000, 20,000, we cannot create 10,000, 20,000 variables. Then we started learning about list collection, the properties of list collection, and today we are going to do hands-on. Let's get started. Everyone please log into Salesforce. Please log into Salesforce. And as discussed yesterday, let me tell you what is today's work, what is your work, what is my work. Because we are going to do work parallelly side by side to ensure that you are going to be ready without any kind of spoon feeding approach for the survival in the job market, to survive in the job market. So I'm going to mention what's your requirement, what's my requirement at the top, and accordingly I'm going to write my code. Accordingly, you also write your own code, and then we are going to proceed. Right. So look at this, guys. This is your requirement, this is my requirement, and let's get started. First of all, we need to understand that as I'm going to store multiple names of employees, you tell me I should go for normal variable or collection. Yes, correction, obviously, because I have multiple values. Correct answer. So now tell me, in my collection, duplicates will be possible or not possible? If I'm storing names of employees in the company, name can be duplicate or not? Obviously possible. There can be people with same name in the company. Totally possible. Okay, then I'm going to use list collection because duplicate means list collection. But sometimes in the junior level interview, they ask how to declare list collection. Show me. Let's say list of some integer, something like that. Okay. Now see, if you are going to declare a normal variable integer var age to just save the age of one single person, this is totally fine. On the same way, now let me tell you how collection variable works. Now we are going to see collection variable. If we are going to work on collection variable scenario, then we have to just write list. This is what type of collection? List, set, map. What kind of collection is this? We need to decide this. After that, we need to give bracket and we need to mention here integer. That's it. List, what type of collection? In the bracket, what kind of data? And then, as per the standard practice, where list variable, anything, whatever you want to store. Or you can also mention that employee list, where employee list, anything, a meaningful value, and semicolon. Now you are going to assume this is also correct because this is correct. But let me tell you, this is wrong, or I will say incomplete. Now, why wrong or why incomplete? Let's see. Actually, there is a difference how Salesforce treats these two types of variable. Salesforce treat second variable differently. To understand that, first of all, understand this. This Johnson and Johnson interview question. They ask what are the two different types of different data types in Salesforce programming. One system defined, second is user defined. Means what? It's also called as AKA, also known as non-primitive data type. And this one primitive. Means example, if you create a variable of type string double integer, then system defined. If you create a variable of type collection, apex objects of those classes, then user defined data type. As user gets little flexibility here zero flexibility. Please note here no such flexibility in system defined data type. No such flexibility. But here we get little bit flexibility to decide the type of data and all. That's why it is user defined. Now you tell me from this which one is user defined, which one is system defined. Only in 5 seconds. Which one system, which one user? Yes, one user defined, second system defined. Correct answer. Correct answer. Now listen carefully. When it's a matter of system defined, Salesforce behaves like a mother. And when it's a matter of user defined, Salesforce behaves like a stepmother. Here. So let me you like this. Salesforce behaves like a stepmother. How? Let's see. In first scenario, Salesforce will say, okay, this is enough. Integer var is sufficient for me. I will provide you memory. I will give you the data. I will give you the memory management activity. I will do everything. I will give you storage. You don't worry. I will help you. Just you write one line. That's it. But in the case of second scenario, that is user defined, Salesforce says, what do you want? This little poor fellow say, I want storage. Have you requested me? Why should I help you? Request me. Okay, how to request? So remove the semicolon. Don't assume it's completed. And write equal to and request by keyword new. What will happen? Because of new keyword, it's a request internally sent to system that I need a storage, I need memory. Okay, after writing this, stepmother said, fine. Now my ego is satisfied. Now tell me what kind of memory you want. I want this kind of memory. Then stepmother says, copy this, paste here to tell me what kind of storage. And as per the rule of Salesforce, we should give here bracket, semicolon. Now this is going to work right. So please note, just by this, it's not going to work. The behavior is different for user defined data type. We need to request for storage or memory, and then only it's going to work. So this new keyword we need to use. And now, after all this information, I'm going to declare my code, my work here. Look at this, and my work is done. I have declared a variable. Same thing you have to do, but shortly, not right now. And now let me execute debug only. Look at this. My list is ready. No problem. It's an empty list. Doesn't matter. Next. Now, let me tell you how you can declare variables in the office. There are two ways to declare variables. One, this way. Second, this way. This is called as camel case of variable, where entire first word is small letter. Then this is second word, first letter capital. Next word, first letter capital. Only the exception is in the first word, everything is small. Everything is small. Now let me tell you why it is called as camel case. Please note, because of this. Look at the shape of camel and look at that variable declaration. Almost same format. Okay. So it's a camel case. But second one is Hungarian, where every word's first letter is capital. Where V capital, employee E capital, list L capital. And this is the format we use mostly in Interlogic's project. Most of the projects we use this format. But anyways, you decide as per your manager in whatever company you get job. Ask, check, and decide. And now let's learn how to add value in the collection. See, right now whatever we created, it's an empty collection. There is nothing. So if you want to declare something, if you want to add value in the collection, then format is very simple. Write collection name, then give dot add, and inside the bracket you can mention value. That's it. That's it. So with the same rule, I'm going to add some values. Look at this. Harry, John, Tom. You guys add 10k, 20k, 30k. But remember, we should never use quotation mark for numbers. And finally, I'm printing the list. I will do one thing. Instead of printing 2 times, I will simply print 1 time, and that's it. And execute. You guys, as of now, don't do anything. Just wait for my further instruction. And look at this. A list with Harry, John, and Tom. We have data with collection, data in collection. Next. Now suppose you have 20,000, 30,000 values in the collection. Suppose you want to search 21,681st value out of 30,000 values. Is it easy? Out of 30k, you want to see what is on the place of 21,697. Possible easy? No, how difficult it is. Out of 30,000 values, you are going to find out the value. Very difficult. Don't worry. In Salesforce, there is a very good facility. If you just want to search a value from a position, get a value from a position, then yes, you write list.get and whatever value you want to search. That's it. Then what it will do, first position, 0 position, whatever. You just tell me the box number. In simple words, railway coach number. In the left hand side, it will give you the value. That's it. And store in the suitable variable. Now what I will do here is, I will write like this. I will say, give me the value at first position. What is at first position? You also know Harry is at first position. What is Harry? String data. So in the left hand side, I will get string data. That's it. Print for your confirmation, and you also find the 0th position value like me. So let me remove this and let me execute and see in my output. I'm getting, look at this. Value at position 0 is Harry. See, learning collection is nothing but understanding how to use these functions. Dot add, dot get. Because we will use these collections in upcoming session when you are going to learn Apex programming. Right now, your focus should be to understand what different types of functions we have, how we can use them. Dot xyz, dot add, dot get. By the way, we have used in the admin such kind of ready-made functions already. Any example in which topic we have seen such kind of ready-made functions already? Yes, lightning flows, list view, validation rule, formula field, etc. Very good. And now you guys start the work as per code from code on my screen. Okay. So guys, now you guys start your work. Please proceed. Your time starts now. Last 1 minute. Good. Now someone please share the code which you have created properly, proper commented and everything. So I can give example to everyone about the standard approach to follow, standard process to follow. Good. So guys, look at this. I got one of the code, your code. Please look at this. Same batch. Look at the quality of the code. Proper commenting, systematic work. Systematic work. Now guys, after this, it's time to proceed for next level. Sometimes in the interview, they ask you which came in the past in the Dell. This question. Look at the question. So answer of this question is no. No. In the past, there was a limit. Now, no limit. Okay, no limit. Because it depends on heap memory. What is heap memory? When actually the code is running in Salesforce, then at that time internally it use heap memory. Anyways, we are not going to deal with that. As an admin developer, we don't deal with those. Salesforce company itself deals with that. But it depends on heap memory. There is no limit. In the past, there was a limit. Now, no limit. Next. Now, let's see how we can set a value at a specific position in the list collection by removing old value. Means, for example, let's say this is, let's assume that this is my list collection Harry, Larry, J 0, 1, 2. I want to replace this. I want to replace here. Instead of Harry, I want to mention Peter. Let's see how we can do it because this is also something a required scenario. Please note the process is going to be like this. Look at this. Use the function set list.set before comma mention position number and please note that we are ultimately checking system.debugger. Okay, please note. Next. After that, one more thing which is going to be useful for you, that suppose, or I will ask first of all, you tell me the answer. Before I tell you the answer, you tell me the answer. Everyone try minimum one. Minimum one. Okay, now it's time to move ahead to understand the answer. First, you can say add is useful for adding new values, but set is not for new values, set is for replacement. For replacement. And add, for adding, we don't need to worry about index number. Remember, while doing add activity, did we ever mention index number? We never mentioned. We just directly added list.add. That's it. But in the case of set, you need to mention index number. That's required. Index number is required. So there's a difference. Now let me tell you one function by which we can remove all the values. Okay, we can remove all the values. Look at this. Remove all the values. Okay, execute. Look at this list. And here, this is input, this is output. Okay, so this is how we can actually remove all the values. Now please proceed and start working on your code. Please proceed. Same thing you can see on my screen. Please proceed. is up. Now guys, let me share one of the code. Look at this. Same batch, same trainer. Look at this. Guys, after giving the example of the good code, it's time to proceed to understand the problem with clear. The problem with clear is it is going to remove everything, all values. Suppose I want to remove only specific values, not possible. So then this is not going to be helpful. Let me do one thing. As there is nothing now in our collection, it's empty. So let me just copy this code and paste here again, because how we can work if there is nothing in the collection. And then after that, I'm going to show you how you can use controlled mechanism of removing code. Controlled mechanism. So this is the control mechanism remove function. In the remove, you mention the index number and it will remove only that much. So I'm saying 0. Let's see what's going to happen. Execute. Debug only and look at this. John and Tom. John and Tom. Look at this. After this, it's time to go for next thing. Please note, I'm going to show you one function and its importance, that is size. This function will tell you how many values are present in the collection. How many values are present in the collection. So in this case, what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to check by using size and fill in the blank like this. If I run size, what I will get, what kind of variable I should declare in the left hand side. This is your 10 seconds work. Tell me, what should I do in place of AAA? Good. See, we are going to get always size in the format of 2, 3, 9, 5, 6, 25, like this. So it's going to be definitely integer. So the variable can be, let's say, size of list, something like that. And that I'm going to mention here. This way it's going to give me the result in integer format. Debug only, and look at this. Length of list is 2. Correct, because we have only two people, John and Tom. Right? So you can check like this. And please note, after this, as you got the idea about collection, now it's time to see for each loop. Because you remember, we came to collection only because we could not understand what is for each loop. For each loop requires knowledge of collection. So now we are very good position to see that. Let's see. First of all, I'm going to show you one more time how is the format of list collection. Write for, then a temporary variable to hold single value, then collection, and then business logic. So your collection is ready. You know how to write the collection. So now assume where salary is our collection, where we have salary of 3 employees in integer format, let's say 10, 20 and 30K. So I can simply write here where salary list, problem solved. So now you can write, now you can work on for each loop also. But the problem is here you have so many values, and at a time we can proceed only with one value. So that's why here you declare a variable which can hold only one value at a time. And then what will happen? Then 10K will go here, 20K will go here, 30 go here, and 3 rounds will happen. So first round 10K will go here, then this loop will start from here to here. Whatever inside the loop it will execute. Let's say printing system.debug, and done. Again control will go here, it will take second value, go inside this, and then this code will happen second time. Everything automatic, everything automatic. Then 30K it will go here, then this will start, everything automatic, it will print salary, and finally it will again go here and will check anything is remaining, nothing is remaining. Then directly the control will come here after the loop, because values are over, loop is over. Value over, loop over. And have you seen the benefit of for each loop? No counting. You don't need to have a counter, like where counter kind of thing. There is no exit logic required. There is no increment and decrement, var equal to var plus 1. Not required. Exit logic also not required. My question is how exit logic is not required? How it's understanding when to stop? How it's understanding when to stop? Tell me. How it's understanding when to stop. Good. It's understanding when to stop. Please note by number of records in the collection. You're right. You're right. Please note. Please note that number of values decides when to stop. Okay, that's it. Now guys, now let me give you some work. Let me give you some work. What you're supposed to do is proceed for this and submit your work. Please proceed. Alright guys, time is up. Those who could not complete outside, not with the mobile or not with the laptop, or you're on the mobile, you can do it later also and submit it, because it's going to give your confidence, build your confidence. Let's meet tomorrow.